Hey everyone, this is Sleepy Reader. I am Damien, and I'm going to just show you my auction winnings. I think the only auction I've ever done online. It was Sean, GPAP, Jean Paul, Ace Peter, who needed some cash for some serious issue. He had to sell off some of his best comics. So he had a number of big auctions online, and I was glad to help out. I ended up getting some good deals while helping out. I hope it helped out. And bought some stuff that I probably would have kept putting off buying for years. But since Sean was, in that moment of need, it seemed like a good time to bite the bullet and get them. So, so they came in this box, then wrapped in this bubble wrap, and then I haven't finished unwrapping them. It looks like they are kind of book-ended by these, what do you call them? These kind of things you drop your comic book into. Top loaders. So use the top loaders and taped with lots of painter's tape so nothing will get damaged. So, okay, here's one of the big ones. I've always wanted this, and it just got more and more expensive, but better not wait, and I got a good price. So this is the very first appearance of Thanos. As a kid, I read this comic. I think it was a friend's. Maybe I owned a beat-up copy that I bought at a farm stand or something. I never thought of this as the first appearance of Thanos. I always thought of this as the first appearance of the Destroyer, that green fellow there. I was fascinated by the Destroyer, Drax the Destroyer. He's been turned into kind of a dumb character in recent years, but I really liked the early Jim Starlin Drax that was a sort of, I think he's an artificial being, and he was driven one goal: to cross the universe, cross the galaxy, the star systems, to destroy the most evil being in the universe, that is Thanos. So that, I don't know, that was a really great concept. But anyway, yeah, I don't normally buy the key issues because they're too expensive, but this is awesome and fits well into my Jim Starlin collection. The other big one I bought, people were talking about what, I have to go rewatch the auction video. People were talking about what grade these were, and I can't remember. But for me, this is quite a high grade copy of Conan the Barbarian, so I'm really happy to have that. I have a very low grade copy, Conan the Barbarian #1. Not only do I love Conan, but there's multiple comics you can view as the beginning of the Bronze Age, and I kind of think of this as one of the major milestones of the beginning of the Bronze Age. And the Conan comics changed things. When everything was all superheroes for kids, Conan was fun for kids, but there was something else going on. It was a bit more mature. It had a much more jaded view of the world, and I appreciate it for that. Although I think things have gotten too dark now, but there you go. So real excited to have that again. Although a lot of money, it was good to buy it from Sean, and it was a good price for what it is. And it was fun. It was fun doing the auction. But I think in general I'll stay away from auctions. I know other people love doing them, but I like my favorite thing is to kind of hunt for things at stores, or I worry about my judgment in the midst of an auction, or my knowledge of individual books. Like I'm not prepared with the knowledge on hand of values and conditions and all of that. So more of the protective stuff. So now I have some extra top loaders if I have a use for those. And then this last bunch is a bunch of, I believe, Silver Age comics. I can't remember for sure, but a bunch of comics at a lower grades, kind of reader copies, but older comics. And he sold those in a lot. I think I already mentioned GPAP has been in this comic book community longer than you, unless you're Captain Strangelove. He's been here since before I can remember, and I've been around for 7 years now, I think. 7 plus. So we got Marvel Superheroes featuring Captain Marvel number 13. Ghost Rider number 1. Yeah, these are beat up copies. I think this is probably reprints, but I'm not positive. Okay, this is very cool. I love John Romita Spider-Man. So, Amazing Spider-Man number 46. Thor, Behold the Living Planet. A favorite issue of Thor of mine. I love Ego. Okay, now this is awesome. This was probably worth it alone for this lot. The Hate Monger. This is kind of, to me, kind of a landmark Fantastic Four comic. And I don't know. It makes a really important statement. Introduces Adolf Hitler into the Marvel Universe. That was a spoiler, I'm sorry. Okay, and then Fantastic Four number 65 with Ronin. I don't know if that's the first appearance of Ronin or not. Fantastic Jack Kirby cover. Interesting how they colored it back then with the brown in the background. That's kind of funny. Oh, and here's a pretty major one. Probably the first appearance of the Super Skrull, but a classic, Fantastic Four number 18. Only people older than myself can remember buying this one off the newsstand, because I certainly can't. So, great haul from my friend from Canada. And judging from how much the shipping costs, he was very fair, if not erring on the side of taking some of the shipping out of his own pocket. It really pisses me off how expensive it is to ship from Canada to the United States. I consider us sister or brother countries, and we occupy the same physical area. I don't know, probably both countries love to charge extra money at stuff crossing the border, and that's why it's so expensive to ship. But I don't understand it. I could probably fly myself to Canada for way cheaper than I could mail myself to Canada. So what's that all about? So, and actually that's probably true for Europe too. I could probably fly myself to Europe cheaper than I could ship myself by weight. Yeah, so that's my my rant at the end. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.